Hey guys, in today's video I want to show you some pictures that came from the game camera we have on the land here to document wildlife, and sometimes the cattle meander through. This is a Moultrie game camera, model number MCG 14072, and we got some really weird pictures. First I'll show you a couple of pictures that are the area the day before the event and then the day after the event, so you can see the background. Let's take a look at those right quick. Okay, let's look at the photograph the day before. This is facing east. You can see the pond here. Here's our steer, and you'll notice that the camera, the date and time and lunar phase is incorrect. I had set the camera before I put it out there, so I'm not sure why the date is way off, but this photograph was taken October 17th, the day before the event of October 18th. And here's the picture after it. Here's the next day. And yeah, just to get you an overview, it's a remote area. Notice there's the pond here, and we have a little opening in the sky up here, that area. Okay, now just to give you an idea of what kind of a picture would look like, here's one at night from several days later. This is the 31st of October. There's a buck right there, and you can see his eye reflecting from the infrared camera flash, and you can see the pond. So that's pretty stereotypical of what we're looking at here. Now, if we go to the abnormal photographs, you'll see there's this bright orb here. Now at first I just ignored it. I thought, oh, there's a lens flare on the camera. But the closer I looked at it, the more it didn't make sense. Again, this is at about 1:30 in the morning. This time is incorrect. The date is incorrect. The temperature is correct, but the lunar phase is not correct. The lunar phase, which we correlated with undergroundweather.com and everything, it was waxing crescent. So it was not a full moon this night. And the temperature is correct though. But this was the night of October 18th, about 1:30 a.m. Let me scroll through these photos, and you can see the steer. He's up close here, and this glowing orb is throwing off a lens flare in most photographs, and it varies in angle. And it looks like it's in front of the trees in this photograph. Some, I thought maybe it was reflecting off the cattle, but if you take a closer look through the rest of these photographs, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just really bizarre. And there's your, see how the lens flare angle changes. Now it's not even on the screen. It appears to be above the camera, and there seems to be light coming from it or reflecting from it. Again, that could be a reflection of the black light flash, or sorry, not black light, infrared light flash. And there it is again in the screen. And if you'll notice the time, that it takes to move around, it's moving all around within seconds or minutes. There's a little weird notch out of it. I mean, I thought at first, well, maybe it's reflecting off the cow's butt or something, but I don't know. Sorry, steer. I don't know. So in this picture, this is pretty interesting. It looks like the animal has noticed something. Their eyes don't usually kind of open up like that unless they get startled or notice something. Next picture, the light seems to be off camera. Now, again, it's off camera. There's a lens flare from it, but it seems to be off camera. There it is back on camera again. It almost appears that there's steam coming off of it, or some sort of reflected heat. Next picture, it's up high. And it moves all around. In this picture, it appears to be in front of the tree. This tree's probably several feet away. We cleared the area a little bit, so there wasn't any branches right in front of the camera or anything. The camera was mounted to a small tree. I don't see any bugs or spider webs or anything, so that's kind of got me confused. Here's another picture. It seems to be off the camera completely with a point source reflection coming back down. This second to last photo is the most telling. First of all, there's a light up here in the sky, which is very bright and kind of out of place. The cow seems to be moving. He's trucking it. He's decided he had enough fun. Sorry, steer. We have 3 steers, so they're poking around. And interestingly, in this photograph, you'll see there's a reflection there in the pond, right? Let me go to the previous photograph. No reflection. Reflection in the pond. So if it was just a bug in front of the screen reflecting the black light, infrared light back at the camera, how do you explain this reflection in the pond? And how do you explain this bright light here in the sky? This here is just a branch reflection. It's been in every shot. So that's the next photograph, the last photograph. No light in the sky, no reflection in the pond, other than you've got one of the cattle over here, and you can see his reflection in the pond there. Let me just go back to the previous photograph. That's the most weird. Man, that's just weird. And I know the time's wrong, but you can still tell less than a minute elapsed before these 2 photographs were taken. So, yeah, you tell me, man. And if you guys want me to, if somebody's an investigator that would like me to send the files, that's cool. I don't think we're going to get to the bottom of it until we have Jack Osborne out here. Because, anyway, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens around Van Alstyne. I don't want to go into all of it in this video, but if anybody has this camera and maybe has seen like a weird camera glitch that does this, let me know. I'm going to do a little more research, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you.